Hello everybody and welcome back into Scotiabank Arena for some more Toronto Maple Leafs hockey action. Maple Leafs taking on the Seattle Kraken for the second and final time this year, and it is a Toronto Blue Jays special night from Toronto as they'll face the Kraken for the second and final time this year. First meeting a 3-1 Toronto win as Beniers gets a shot to the net. That was blocked. The Maple Leafs uniforms based on the new blue of the Toronto Blue Jays. The home run horn as well. Here's a backhand stopped by Jones. Out of the gates, and he'll hold on to that for the Seattle Kraken. Toronto knows what this game means to them, what it means to the fans, what it means to the Blue Jays, and they're going to try to come out with a victory here tonight. They did this 2 years ago, winning against Vegas. The final there was 4-1. Toronto dominated that game pretty much. Here's Schwartz inside as Elf centers it over. Marner got in the way. Austin Matthews for Toronto, bringing it through center. Here's Matthews. He'll look back and played it off, but it's given away, and Schwartz has a step to the net. Here's Schwartz centering that. Beniers in front. Wall comes up with a big stop early for Toronto. Well, the Maple Leafs are playing in their third last home game of the season. They'll have a long road trip after the home game against Nashville, and then that's it. One more game at home against Colorado to end the season. Matthews a backhand. Couldn't get it clean. Jones plays that down the dun. Up ahead to Jordan Eberle. He'll try to get through center. Larson. Matthews on him. Here's Schwartz. He's hit. Eberle picks it up. And here come the Kraken, but we have a stoppage here 7 minutes in. Some pushing and shoving. That's going to be 4-on-4. So here we go. Face-off will come here to the right side of the net. But yes, the Maple Leaf uniform is faced off the Toronto Blue Jays' new blue. Klingberg plays that around the far boards. Now ahead to Klingberg. Klingberg red lines it into the Seattle zone. It's rung around to the far side. Carson Soucy's there ahead for Wenberg. Here's Tanev on that right wing. He's taken down. Klingberg collects the puck and gets it out to center and plays it down into the zone. Yarncroke outraces the icing with a backhand, and he sent it high. Up and over the net, a good chance and tight. Domi plays that out front. Here's Tavares. Couldn't open him up. Yarncroke sends that off the side of the net. Leafs have had some good chances in this first period, but have not scored. Here's Carson Soucy to Wenberg. Here come the Kraken the other way. Bjorkstrand, and he's stopped by Wall in a breakaway bid. Here's Domi. Under 8 to go in the frame. That's fired in by Toronto, and going after that, trying to help out is Domi. He did. Takes it away and shoots. That's blocked. Tavares in front, taken down. Bertuzzi chips that back to the point. Giordano and shoots off the glove. Bouncing around. Here's Bertuzzi again. That didn't get through. Leafs battle for it in front of the net. Now Larson's taken down, and Seattle will have the first power play of the night. You mentioned the first meeting between these two teams was a 3-1 Toronto win back in Seattle, so Kraken trying to win this game to split the season set. 2 years ago, the Leafs were in the Blue Jay uniforms again, as here's a chance that scores on the power play and puts Seattle ahead here on the road in the opening period of play. But the Maple Leafs were in blue-related Blue Jay uniforms 2 years ago. Now, new blue this time. They trail 1-0 here in the first. It's a power play goal. Burakovsky centers. Bjorkstrand, and that's knocked away by Wall. Bjorkstrand from behind the net, out front. That was blocked on the Wenberg try. Burakovsky has it again. Looks to the front. Centers the shot. That was bouncing around in the crease. Alex Steeves taken down, but now Klingberg jumps onto the puck and trying to play that over. Wenberg has it here. 2.5 to go in the frame. 1-0 Seattle. And it's brought in here on the left wing. The centering pass cut by the Leafs. Marner for Toronto. Down into the Seattle zone. Leafs after it. Here's Lafferty in front. Scores! It's, I believe, Mitch Marner, or is it Alex Steeves? But we have a tie game. It's Alex Steeves with his first of the season with Toronto, and the game is tied at 1. Look at this pass. Perfect across. Beats Jones right underneath the blocker above the pad. Inside that left post. And Toronto has tied it late here in the first at 1 apiece. Under a minute to go in this first period. That'll get the fans back on their feet here in Toronto. Draw one by Matthews. The feed ahead for Marner. There's Marner. Plays it. Nylander the shot. It was a hot one in tight, but it was stopped as here's Yanni Gord the other way. Bring it to the net hill center. McCann stopped and it's in the nets. But they're waving it off. I believe this will be reviewed as a good goal though, unless there's contact enough that puts this in. Joseph Wall with orange equipment, and we're going to have no goal here. So the Leafs may have caught a break on that one. As we're going to head into the second period, tied at 1 tonight after 1 on Toronto Blue Jay night here in Toronto. So Alex Steeves gets it even. Shots a goal after 1, 6-5 Toronto. Face-off 7-3 Seattle. Face-offs 5-3 Seattle. Sorry, that was the hit 7-3. And the power play Seattle 1 for 1. Toronto has had one, 1-1 through 20 minutes. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Toronto on Toronto Blue Jay night from Scotiabank Arena. Maple Leafs and the Seattle Kraken. Larson pickpocketed by Matthews, but Larson got it back. Now it's poked out to center. Matthews has that again. Playing that ahead. Couldn't get it through the skate of Vince Dunn. Here's Burakovsky inside, looking. Centers a shot, stopped by Wall. Wall wearing orange equipment in terms of the Indigenous tonight. As here's William Nylander breaking in. He scores! 2-1 Leafs. A pretty one for William Nylander. Well, this one was pretty in tight. Perfect move to the backhand. Forehand to backhand in tight. Beats Martin Jones again inside that left post. Second time the Leafs have beat Jones on the left post tonight. Larson gets that ahead. Toronto with a 2-1 lead. Seattle in that left corner trying to get it free out front. Everly has control of it to the net, and Wall just put the glove out and knocked that away. Here's Marner through center. Playing that ahead to Matthews. Austin Matthews with help. Centers it over, and it missed Nylander. Riley moves in and shoots. Blocked in front by the Seattle defense. Here come the Kraken with a step to the net, and Wall coming up bigger with the stop. Here's Burakovsky to the point for Larson. Larson just about gave that away. Nylander. Everly in front. That one blocked in front of Joseph Wall. Klingberg, here come the Leafs through center. Austin Matthews. Bumped off the puck. Larson has it. Up ahead to Sprague. Now it's McCann, and he's hit at center, and it's played ahead for Tavares. He has Bertuzzi looking back and center that to the far corner for Domi. Domi, he'll drop back for Tavares. Leafs can't keep it in. Here's Sprague and down into the Toronto zone. 2-1 Leafs here in the second period. The goal scored by William Nylander to put Toronto ahead. Here's Bertuzzi breaking in. Lost that in the corner. Larson hit. Here's Soucy to McCann, and again out to center ice. In come the Kraken on that right wing. From the corner out front. And that's taken by Brody. Bertuzzi for Giordano. Here come the Leafs through center. Played to Domi. In shoots, and he fired that wide. But had the right idea. McCann ahead to Geekie. Here's Geekie through center. Breaking to the net. Giordano getting in the way of that. Played ahead, that miss Yarncroke. Domi trying to chip that through center. In comes Shane Wright to the net. Fanned on it, it's sent wide. 5 to go in the period, 2-1 Leafs. And the go-ahead goal scored by William Nylander. Brought in here on that right corner. Schultz to Tanev, and Wright on it again to get it out. Back into the Toronto zone again. Seattle got the scoring started, but the Leafs have a 2-1 lead late here in the second, trying to sweep the season set against Seattle. Here's Camp turning back with it. Yarncroke to the front. Trying to pass that along. Now gets that back and plays it out front. On a knee was Reeves. Couldn't get it to go. Here's Shane Wright again. Under 2 to go in the period. Camp takes the hit. Here's Schultz. Reeves all over him for it. Alexiak. Final minute of the second period. Yarncroke tried to play it off. It's right on the giveaway to Geekie. To the net right. Stopped. Rebound knocked away as well. Kraken jamming away at the Leaf goal. There's Lafferty. He'll clear to center. 2-1 Toronto after 2. Good period for the Maple Leafs indeed, and 2-1 lead here on Toronto Blue Jay night after 2. Shots to goal in the game are 9-8 Seattle. The hits are 10-9 Seattle. Face-off 7-3 Seattle. Power plays Kraken 1-for-1. Toronto has had one. 2-1 Toronto after 2. William Nylander, the go-ahead goal. Welcome into the third period tonight. The last time the Leafs were in a Toronto Blue Jay night, a 4-1 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. So they're playing another new opponent in Blue Jay uniform. As here is Burakovsky poked out the center. Vince Dunn has that. Larson ahead to Everly. He'll enter the zone on that left wing. Beniers shot it right on. Stopped by Wall. Bouncing puck, they bring it again out front. That's cut by Klingberg. Leafs get it out. Here's Morgan Rielly. Rielly looking. He has Matthews moving in. Shooting. Deflected. And that was Marner who put it on the net. But Jones found it through the traffic and holds on for a face-off here in the Seattle zone. Face-off one. It's picked up. Marner a backhand. He spun that on net. It was handled. Nylander in the corner. And it's thrown back to the side goal of Marta Jones, but he's okay with it. And here's Beniers inside. Centers. Burakovsky in front. Stopped by Wall. Played ahead. Here's Marner with speed. Mitch Marner looking back in front. That missed Matthews. Here's Vince Dunn. Up ahead, this finds Matty Beniers. He'll turn back with it through the middle of the ice. Now Everly on that left wing and poked right back out. Tavares is there. Gave that away Larson. Burakovsky, there's a shot, and Wall made the save through a tip in front. And here come the Leafs again. It's Domi. Lost it at center to Dunn. Bertuzzi off the boards. Try to get it back to himself. It's Everly who got on it. Now Bertuzzi again. With Domi through the middle of the ice. The new line trying to convert. Bertuzzi in front. Sent that wide. Gets that back to Domi. Max Domi spinning off a forecheck and cannot keep it in the offensive zone. Gord. Here's Bertuzzi to Brody. Brody through the middle of the ice. Trying to bring it in. He does now. Playing it out front. Bertuzzi shooting. That was blocked. And that bounces up and into the seating with 8:57 to go here in the third period. Toronto up 2-1 on Seattle. They won the first meeting in Seattle 3-1. Threatening to sweep this season set. So here we go. Face off left side of the goal. If you're wondering, the Maple Leafs might be facing Boston in round 1 of the playoffs, so be ready for that. The original 6-2 rivals will go head-to-head again. Here's Schultz to Gord, firing that and never got through. Ryan Reeves picks it up for the Leafs. Just have to survive 7 minutes now as they're up 2-1. Here it's played around the board side. Schultz finds that. Burakovsky has it. Giordano looking for it offside with 5:55 to go. 2-1 Toronto here on Toronto Blue Jay night from Scotiabank Arena. The third last home game of the season for the Leafs. They'll finish with Seattle and Colorado. Colorado, another special game against the Nashville Predators. Here's Yarncroke, scores! Against his former team. Calle Yarncroke makes it 3-1. Well, you can smile about that right now if you're a Leaf fan. Calle Yarncroke right through the wickets of Martin Jones. It's 3-1 Toronto. 5:10 to go when the Leafs trying to put this out of reach. Face off. One back that's picked up. Alexiak poked ahead by Reeves. Ryan Reeves looking. He'll circle the net. Shoots it towards the goal, but Jones has that tight to the chest for a face-off here in the Seattle zone. We hope you're enjoying this one. 3-1 Toronto against the Seattle Kraken here on Toronto Blue Jay night. Face-off coming left side of the net. One back controlled. Here's Alexiak with it. Marner trying to defend on that. Here's Burakovsky through center. Schultz up ahead to Bjorkstrand. Moves in and shoots. That goes off a leg and wide. Picked up by Klingberg ahead for Mitch Marner. Here comes Marner. Marner hit but still has it. Brings it to the net. Centers. And somehow Jones kept it out. Another chance. Dropped back and fired towards the net. Easy stop that time. Under 2 to go. It's 3-1 Toronto. Burakovsky and Matthews trying to keep it in. Lenberg to Bjorkstrand. In they come. Offside Seattle. We're going to have a penalty here in the final minute. 4-on-4 offsetting. both for roughing. Alexiak and Klingberg. Empty net, Seattle. Wrong one back controlled. Here's a chance. Schultz centered. Tanev blocked. Here's John Tavares to put it away here on Blue Jay night, and he missed. Trying to get it back, was being a little fancy and tight. Here's Burakovsky, and Riley gets it by and scores with a pretty steal to make it 4-1. The face-off back to center ice. 4-1 Toronto. 41 seconds left. Wrong one back controlled. It's picked up by Soucy. They're not going to pull the netminder again. Soucy gave that away. Only if they score, then they probably will. Schultz. Burakovsky given away. Here's William Nylander through center with speed. Schultz got it back from him. Beniers taken down. Here's Brody. This might be trouble. Brody looking out front. Here's Tavares. He fired that right on. Nylander gets that back. He's tripped in front of the goal. No call. Burakovsky ahead to Beniers through center. In come the Kraken. Drop back to Soucy. His shot goes into the corner. Brody trying to get it out. Another chance stopped by Wall. And here's another chance stopped by Joseph Wall. And the Maple Leafs on back-to-back Blue Jay night occasions take down their opponent of a score of 4-1. They sweep the season set against the Seattle Kraken 3-1 and 4-1. They'll invite the Nashville Predators into town next.